Greetings, fellow gamers. This is Henry Michael Brown, author of The Impossible Man, creator of Splatterbomb, author of Arcana, Magi, lyricist of Peanut Butter Jelly, Splatterbomb theme, artiste of Splatterbomb characters, artiste of Asuna Kusanagi, and showrunner of 3 YouTube channels. I think I've done the rundown introduction for those of you who are very curious. There we go. Bam. Trying out a little something new here. Okay. Alright. So, there we go. I got the pin up. Nice. It's my first time. This is my second time trying out the pin, but on a more larger scale. So just so you all know that you are indeed cordially invited to join this channel. Please select the subscribe buttons below and RSVP in the comments section. You all are welcome. All are welcome. All are welcome. Oh, or something like that. Alright, so this is live stream test number 3. I made some quick adjustments. I had to be very fast because I had a hard time looking for Dragon Quest 11. trying to find this. Oh, that is very loud, and it is at the lowest volume. Ooh. That's a little head blowing there. Alright. So I hope I made it in time. Sorry, I'm juggling all over the place here. Whew. Always try and search for your stuff hours ahead of time. It's a good lesson to learn. Okay. So, alright. So, let's recap what has happened in the last live stream, and I've learned a couple of things. One of them was that my camera needed to have its resolution dropped. I also came to the realization that the fish tank was at 1080p, and that contributed to contributed to the frame rate, the frames per second, my CPU going all over the place and stuttering, whatnot. So it was actually an interesting discovery. Move that up a little bit so it look a little cleaner, I guess. And a little to the side there. So I'm just messing around with the screen here. I'm worried that I might get copyright, get smacked with copyrights. So let me just jump out of this. So I'm going to, sorry, awesome fanfare. Okay, so while this is up, let me do a quick walkthrough of what has happened of the settings. Okay, so let's see here. So as I was saying, I had the camera on very high in terms of settings. It was like around 720. And I had the fish tank set at 1080p when I encoded it and turned it into a video through the VLC. So I created this new one. It's clocking in at 44 frames of imagery, and it's 40 minutes long. I decided to make it very long since this is going to be a 3-hour live stream to test the stress out on this. And so the resolution for the fish tank is at 540, and my Logitech, let me pull up the Logitech settings. I'll be very careful here so I don't mess this up. On OBS it is set at custom. Resolution is 640 by 480. The frames per second is 29.97 NTSC. Video format is JPEG. Color space and color range are default. Buffering is disabled. And its output mode is set to capture audio only. Okay. Let me pull this up here. The main settings. My video settings is base resolution 1920 by 1080. Output scaled resolution at 1920 by 1080. Downscale filter is Lanczos, Lanczos. Sharpen scaling 36 samples. Common frames per second values is set at 30. Now I'm using, if I can pull this over. Before I continue on, just so that way you can all see, I am on, if I could just get you right here. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Oh, dear. Okay. I still got the signal. It's just to the TV. I'm sorry it's a little bit on the upside down, but if I could just flip this around and zoom it in just a little closer. It's the Elgato HD 60S, which means I could do 60 frames per second, but I'm not going to tap into that just yet. As much as I would love to do that, since I invested in it. I get my Wii U Pro over here. Okay. But that's what I've been operating on since I decided to start engaging in full-time YouTubing. Doing this full-time last year, around late May, early June. There we go. Alright, just move that there. Okay, so those are my settings so far. What else did I do? Did I do anything else? My audio's where it's at. Alright, the output, here we go. The output on OBS. Now I'm on minimum budget laptop here, and the NVIDIA graphics card. I'm not using NVIDIA graphics card. I'm using the in-house graphics card that came with my minimalist laptop, and that is QuickSync H.264. And it has been wonders, strangely enough, since the beginning. Let me continue on with the settings here. Rescale output is 1280 by 720. Target usage is balanced. Profile is main. Keyframe interval is at 2. Rate control CBR. Bit rate is 6,000 kilobytes per second. Kilobits. It's a small b, so that's kilobits. Not bytes. Bytes would be big. Would be the capital B. I should know this. So it's 6,000 kilobits per second. Latency is normal. B frames at 2. Okay, so that's my streaming settings in the output section. Yep. Yeah. Okay. So since that opening, okay, so right now at this very moment, my kilobits per second is above 6,000. It's jumping up between 6,000 and 6,200, but the fact that it has not dropped under 6,000, that's good. And my frames per second has been a steady 30. And my CPU has been clocking around 10% to 15%. It jumps back and forth. Oh, now it's down to 9%, but it's been flowing around 9%, 15 to 15%. But it hasn't. But it's been 10 minutes now, and nothing has changed, so that's good. So far, I think I may have this. I'm a little sad because I would have liked for my Logitech to be widescreen, to be a bit more widescreen. But if I want this whole setup that I want to actualize work, I have to make sacrifices, and I don't want to sacrifice the game in and of itself. That's why I'm hoping that I can be able to get to 60 frames per second one day. But for now, the fish tank given how small the characters are, as you can see on the screen, there's no reason for me to have had it at 1080p, and since my camera is over here in the corner as a small screen, there's no reason for it to be at 720p. That's something I should have realized from the very beginning. I probably might even be able to pull off Twitch. I don't know. I'm not worried about it right now. What's important is that I get this thing going right now, this whole show that I wanted to actually do last year, and pull this off. Pull it off the way that my setup is pulled off is right now. That's been what I wanted to actualize for nearly a year, and I'm really excited if this holds up for 3 hours. Now I chose Dragon Quest XI, and what happened was in Dragon Quest XI was that I bought it day one. I did the demo and completed the demo and transferred the save data over. So this is actually a little bit a tough decision for when it's time for me to do Dragon Quest XI and Splatterbomb Lounge. Aside from the fact from 3D and 2D, if I want to do 2D or 3D, do I want to continue where I left off and thus leaving out the entire beginning, or should I start from scratch, sacrificing the progress that I made? Yeah, so this is my made up character here, Nagisa. I'm still at the Cobblestone Church. As you can see, that was 2019. Yeah, nearly well over a year and a few months. Yeah. Oh. Well, that's the other thing too. Do I want? Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot. There's plenty of save slots. Duh. I could always start up my own new save slot. Actually, I start up a new state. But I have been wondering if I want to do the 2D or the 3D. I think that's going to be a game time decision. Not something I'm going to worry about. But let me just continue my adventure. I'm going to continue from here. Now I chose Dragon Quest XI because of the 3D field, of course, and it's perfect because the colors are the colors, the screen, it's all very bright, as you can see. And it's a good, and this will be a good opportunity to see a JRPG game of this size handle my settings, to see if there's any buffering, any stuttering that's going on. Ooh. Let's see here. Okay, I'm jumping back and forth right now because I'm watching the settings, and then I gotta check YouTube, and it's health. Let me pull up the stream health here. Yeah, so it's holding up so far. Okay, open map. There we go. Look at this world. Alright. The people here. So beautiful. And as always, Akira Toriyama. Hey, what you looking at? Am I in your way? Oh, I'm sorry if I'm in your way. Yeah, so far from what I'm seeing here on the YouTube side, there's no stuttering. I'm not seeing any stuttering. It's moving very nicely. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. And let me check my OBS side here. Yeah, that chubby dude over here is moving around. Yeah, everything's moving nice and smoothly. There's no stuttering. I'm not seeing any stuttering yet, so this is very good. This is very good. Now, one of the reasons why I might choose 2D is if I don't know if there's vocals in the 2D mode, but if there's no vocals, that's perfect because the whole theme to Splatterbomb Lounge live from this point forward is having the five characters here voice the game characters and the dialogue. So it's gonna be my characters voicing their characters. It's gonna be very trippy when it all comes to fruition. I'm gonna do a dry rehearsal. Do a dry rehearsal. It's not gonna be much. It's gonna be just a short thing, just to test it out, see how it looks, and do some practice voices, practice character voices for a bit during this whole thing, while I move around the world, like so, and watching out for any stuttering. So the CPU went up to 15% now, but it's still 30 frames per second. The kilobits per second is between 58 and 63 right now. Most likely because it's responding to the ginormous size as opposed to the blank screen, select screen. But where I'm at this point here, is I haven't called to adventure yet, so to speak. I haven't left the town. I was gonna do that after I had gotten the physical release, and then I would just start the saves point from Cobblestone, and start the adventure from that. So it's kind of like a little personal sneak peek, but it also means I'm gonna. I'm not sure how it's gonna respond, but yeah, here's my equipment. Trode bandana. Am I wearing a bandana? Yeah, I'd say I'm wearing a bandana. Yeah, I think I got the bonus stuff. He hasn't learned spells. Party talk. There's no one to talk to. You're talking to yourself. Alright. Just swing around a bit. Let's take a look over at. Okay, let's take a look over here. So far, our stream is healthy. Stream status is excellent. That's good. Alright. Let me see if I can find some baddies. See what combat, see if combat affects the game in some manner. No, that's not it. Oh, he's blocking my way. Where you think you're going? Alright. So yeah, looks like I'm gonna have to begin the adventure. It should be funny when I walk back in here into the town. Let's see. Yeah. Let me see my items. What's in my item? Oh. Yeah, you see, got all this stuff. And the precious pendant, yeah. 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 Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna need to, with regards to the fish tank, if you all are interested, I'm gonna put in the, I gotta try and remember. Maybe I should mark, let me mark this down. Let me take a note here. Here we go. And, that's fine. I'm gonna make a note because I want to put a link in the description. Remember to link behind the scenes for fish tank. So I'm gonna put a link there in the description below once I finish this whole stream. So you can all get to see how I build the fish tank, and you'll understand, and then you'll probably get an idea of how it's made and why it's made, or something like that. It's all explained behind the scenes, but it'll give you an idea of how I create, how I go about creating this for the show. Okay, now I'm gonna switch over to the next screen, the game screen, which is where the characters will get to voice while the game is being played. There you go. As you can see, this is what it'll look like, and this is where the primary part of the game is going to be played on. And you see the 5 characters below. I'll be voicing the 5 characters while the gameplay is operating. Wow, they're really blocking. They really insisting me on me going on this adventure. They're like, you're not going anywhere. Go. But yeah, so that way you can be able to concentrate on the game, watching the gameplay, and hear the characters interact with each other, talk to each other, and everything. And then after a certain period of time, I'm gonna go into a break to relax. Get my throat back together again, because I learned a lot from Takeshi and Hiroshi of how much of a strain doing voices take for a long period of time. So then what would happen is I would switch back over to here, and so that way you can see me voicing the characters. You get to see the fish tank in action. And what I'll do is I'll start looking at the chat room if anybody is in the chat, and try and interact with the chat room as my characters, in the voices of my characters here. So that way, add a little bit more fun, more flavor, make the viewers feel like they're part of the Splatterbomb world. That was that has been the game plan from the very beginning. You can see that in my first video that I posted for Splatterbomb Lounge, where I was testing out Super Mario Odyssey, and I go through great lengths of what I've done, why I did that. I will provide the link to that also in the description below. For the show, I mean, I know I'm explaining, everything right now and whatnot, but if you want more, but the videos are a little bit more elaborate. They elaborate a little bit more of where I'm trying to go with this, what I'm trying to accomplish with this, as opposed to right now where I'm just, finally working on this. Now that I was able to get Splatterbomb Lounge at a certain spot with the recordings, as well as figuring out my strengths and weaknesses with Splatterbomb Lounge. So, last year was a very, very big blessing in disguise. I probably may have discussed this last test. I may have explained that last test, but in the last play test. But for those of you who are probably coming into this video, I won't torture you into going back into who are watching this recording. I won't torture you going back to the beginning, going back to live stream number 2, unless you're interested in that behind the scenes stuff. Anyway. Basically, the entire intent was this whole setup, for the most part. And originally, it was just going to be Bradley, Coqui-san, and Handy, but I expanded out to Roller and Spraycon. So what happened was that I do have a Twitch account. It should still be active. I could check it out, but I got it through my Amazon Prime account. And when I started, and mind you that this was my first days doing this, let's play stuff. This let's play stuff. this was out of business decision. This was a business decision that I had to make. This was not something out of fun. This was not this wasn't something that was done out of fun or anything. This was done out of business decision because of global events, and global events had hindered my publishing prospects for Splatterbomb, the board game, Savage Strikers, my deck building fighting game, as well as my ability to try and set up meet and greets with The Impossible Man, my trade paperback novel, as well as other things, including school. So because of the way the global events turned out, I was very worried that the publishers were going to shut down as well, and my IPs, my intellectual property here, was going to not get anywhere on a business sense. So I made the business decision of doing this, what you're seeing right now. And this was supposed to be live on Twitch, but Twitch had restrictions and capped me because I'm a new guy, and I couldn't really spend time trying to learn all of this. This was going to take, I figured this was going to take me months to figure out how to do filming, because I am not a filmmaker. I'm a writer and a game designer. This is basically out of my element here. So this was all trial and error, and I guess it was more of a blessing in disguise. I tried to do Mixer. I went to Mixer also. I set up an account with Mixer, and then 1 week later it disappeared. They just dropped off the face of the earth. Wow. But the results were the same. It was that I was getting capped and throttled, and I didn't understand OBS, the settings or anything, and I was like going all up and down YouTube trying to figure out, because I'm using QuickSync as opposed to NVIDIA. I don't have NVIDIA in any way, shape, or form. This is a bare bones computer I'm dealing with here. And it was a miracle that QuickSync is even giving me the level of quality on the video games that it's giving me. But this was pretty much insane, trying to get into the Twitch, because I understood that Twitch is really the place to go for gaming. That's where the traffic is at. But because of the way they capped new people on Twitch, I just didn't have time to try and learn, because I needed to get the ball rolling. So I went straight to recording, just doing straight up recording, and just did the Splatterbomb Lounge from there. And as I was trying to point out, I found it to be more of a blessing in disguise that I did the recording. Not only did I learn how to do things like editing and encoding and getting the settings right and all that and stuff, but it also gave me a chance to learn what I was doing wrong with script writing, voicing characters, running the show. Yeah, there's a lot of flaws in the first season of Splatterbomb Lounge, and I came to learn my weaknesses. It's just to point out again, so that way I don't have to go through the whole spiel. Well, I'm gonna be repeating this a lot anyway, so that way you all don't have to search for this information. But basically, what I learned last year was that my brain cannot play and do 5 distinct voiced characters with 5 distinct personalities at the same time. So if you were to watch Splatterbomb Lounge, you'll see me struggling to play a game that I should easily be beating, and that's Super Mario Brothers 3. That's a game that I had routinely beaten time and time again back when I was a kid. Like it was like breathing, beating Bowser over and over again. And because I'm trying to voice characters while playing Super Mario Brothers 3 at the same time, and the same thing happened with Grip. It was the same thing with Grip. I'm not afraid to admit it. This was just total experimentation on my part. So not only was my script starting to get dubious over time, but my gameplay was getting hindered by voicing characters, and that's primarily because they're action games, and that requires reflexes, lots and lots of reflexes. Like I had to like really move around and press buttons. Perfect. See, like trying to voice a character while doing this, like holding a conversation. I'm talking about conversation wise. Having Handy and Bradley having a normal conversation. That was all stilted and stunted because I'm trying to run and jump. My brain is trying to run and jump while having Bradley and Handy hold a conversation about their battle in Splatterbomb League. So it was very taxing on the brain. It burned me out. It was burning me out psychologically, and that's when I had to really put this on hiatus. Even though I still had Smash Fighter Ultima, I had to finish that up, the Smash Fighter Ultima series, at least get through Sephiroth, and I put it on hiatus and used the entire time to just figure out what it is that was right, what was wrong. I do not believe that my setup here is wrong. I really do love my setup here. I really love the fish tank and making it. It's real fun, trying to make these characters animated. Did this loop back? Yes, it did. No, it didn't loop back. No, it's not loop back. I would know when the remaining characters leave. But I love the setup that I have here with the fish tank. It's really fun making the fish tank. Like I said, the link will be there below, so you can check out how I do it. I like voicing the characters. It's real fun, and because they're very distinct and unique, there's personalities behind it. Which is excuse me. Which was the other problem too, because these 5 characters have 5 distinct personalities. And so you're switching personalities all at the same time, and just to note Coqui-san, who sits in the center, even though I'm using my natural voice for logical reasons, he's a distinct character. I'm not really okay. You know how you have PewDiePie and Markiplier? Those are just screen names, even though they took a persona within it. But then, James Rolfe, perfect example. James Rolfe is the angry video game nerd, but he's James Rolfe acting as video games nerd. He's not literally the video game nerd. He's not living by his screen name, much in the way, say, PewDiePie lives under his screen name, or Markiplier and a few others do. At least that's the impression I've gotten from them watching some of their videos, that they're not actors portraying as Markiplier and PewDiePie. They're really just they're still going by their real names, but people communicate through their screen names, kind of thing. But for me, this is a whole different situation. I'm actually acting as Coqui-san. I'm not I'm not the I'm not the screen name. It's not even a screen name in any way, shape, or form. Coqui-san is a fictional character, and I voice the character. I'm using my own natural voice as a human avatar to be able to play, so that way you can play the game, and I use my natural voice to take care of any shock value that games may come up with, any frustrations or anything, instead of doing it through the character voices. I just do it through my natural voice, so as to not make any mistakes. See, my concern is that, let's say if I were to have Bradley play the game, then I gotta do it through his voice, and that means I gotta scream in his voice, react in his voice, and I'm worried that my voice will slip into something else, or human, or back to human, thereby ruining, the character Bradley for that. So that's why Coqui-san, who's not really a Splatterbomb character, he's a drawing that I created, randomly, and I created him for some reason years ago. I guess he was supposed to serve as an avatar. I guess he was supposed to be the avatar for my YouTube channel, Studio Coqui, But I folded him into Splatterbomb Lounge so I could have a human avatar to connect players with while I play the game, and voice through with my own natural voice to handle any reactions and inflections, and not have the other characters get disrupted and whatnot. Not disrupt the flow, basically. Not disrupt the flow. Let's see, what else? There's a lot. So basically, with what I had learned from doing the recordings, I'm not for these live shows that I'm doing for Splatterbomb Lounge. It's all gonna be RPGs and visual novels where it's all text heavy. So that way, because they're not aggressively action. They're you're just going through windows. I'm just I'm going through a map screen, going through all this. I'm not sure about games like the Tales series or Star Ocean where it's active, but I might do them. I was debating if I should open up with Crystalis just to see if I could be able to handle a game like Crystalis. On the show. So I'm still debating on that because I don't want the show to be too much heavy on the JRPGs and text-based visual novels, text-based games. So gotta have a little action. Crystalis games like Crystalis is a good approach for that. What else? What else do I need to address? So Coqui-san Freelance Gamer will be officially a spin-off of Splatterbomb Lounge. I know how to fold it in for continuity's sake. That won't be too difficult to do, but Coqui-san Freelance Gamer will be part of the Splatterbomb universe continuity wise. It's just one of those loner games. It's like one of those loner games. I've seen some channels that had people on their show, but then that would be Video Games Awesome, Far From Subtle, Fraser Agar, who did awesome video games. Very awesome show. Very awesome show. So he would have his guests on, but he also did games where he played on his own, all by himself with no guests or anything. So that's what Coqui-san is pretty much gonna lean towards. So where I'm doing Splatterbomb Lounge live with 5 characters, Freelance Gamer will be solo. Will be like a solo act, a solo act in story. So I just gotta. I know I tripped up a little bit with Freelance Gamer because I may have used my name, my own name, acted a little bit as my own self. But like I said, Coqui-san is a character, and I am acting as that character. I am not Henry Michael Brown, aka Coqui-san, the screen name. I am Henry Michael Brown portraying as Coqui-san, voicing Coqui-san. So that's pretty much one of the. So that's just to make it very clear, so that way you all don't get confused. In other words, think of it like this: if you were to see PewDiePie, you would say PewDiePie. But if you were to see me, you wouldn't say Coqui-san. No, you'd be like, it's Brown. It's Henry McBrown. It's the creator of Coqui-san. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between us. And that's where I'm aiming for. Scripting, I'm not gonna do scripting. Everything's gonna be off the cuff and on the fly. Improv, straight up 100%. I might have some notes, just so I can stay on track and on topic. If I have something I want to focus on for the stream, but that's the. Just check over here. Sorry, need to check the stream. Speaking of streams, let me make sure that it's still healthy and excellent, and it is both healthy and excellent. Thankfully, nothing significant changed. Let me take a look at the YouTube screen here. So that's Splatterbomb Lounge in a nutshell. Um, I wouldn't say it's ambitious because at this point, because having spent the entire year, ooh, that looks so smooth on YouTube. Oh man, I'm glad I solved this. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I just want it to be unique. I want a Splatterbomb Lounge to be unique from all the Let's Players. You know, you got Let's Players who just sit on the couch or they sit in the room with their little background of video game posters, or you got those who got some interesting setup. But I needed to set myself apart. Really, I have to set myself apart if I wanna make grounds, because yeah, we're talking about what, 10 years 10 years of Let's Plays, and I'm 10 years late to the party, and that's because I had very terrible I had very well, it's not even that. This was never ever a plan in my life to do Let's Plays, none whatsoever. As a game designer, my goal was to get my tabletop games published and maybe one day adapted into video games. That was my goal. This is not my goal. This was never my goal. This is a side thing, as far as I'm concerned. Well, not even so much a side thing. This is a business venture. But no, this was never the plan or goal or anything. Not in a million years. It's just that world events had compelled me to make a business decision, and this was the right business decision. My colleague assured me that this was the correct decision to make in the situation that I was in with my IPs, all that intellectual property I built up. It's not easy, you know, to sit there and watch your life's work rot in dust, and you don't have some kind of business venture going on because the world events blocked you out. You know, it's already been a long uphill battle trying to get publishers to pick up my books and my IPs, but this just kind of like was like a pile on, so to speak. So so I just knew that coming in here, you know, pretty much everything that is a Let's Play has most likely been done, and something really needs to, and I needed to really do something to stand out. And well, I have IPs. I happen to have these IPs here. This is based on my tabletop game that I did pitch last year and was able to pitch last year, but I may have to look for a new publisher for Splatterbomb, the board game. As to why I haven't done a research video for Splatterbomb, the board games, because it's already ready. It's ready for publishing, and I sent it off to and I've been sending off to submissions, basically. So that's pretty much the scenario there, and I had a big revelation, a big evolution for Savage Strikers, the deck building fighting game. So that was actually a little bit more significant for me personally, to concentrate on that as a research video, because you can see how I operate as a game designer, and I'm hoping, you know, that through that, you know, that aspiring game designers, you know, get to see something, you know, maybe learn something. I don't know. Same goes for my writing channel, Arcana Magi Official, Coqui-san, Arcana Magi Official. Well, I'm not gonna get too far into that one, but that's my long-running fantasy series. My long-running fantasy series I started back in 2009, and I'm doing a full rewrite of one of my stories. It's a big multiverse, but one of my stories I'm doing a big-time rewrite and turning it into a video book. You can check that out. You'll find the links below to that, as well as my Japanese language only Coqui-san channel, where I'm learning Japanese and I'm learning to read hiragana live stream, and I'm playing Hiragana Pixel Party, as well as reading the hiragana text only your name, as well as this nice little horror book. Um, so basically, that's basically the whole drill. In fact, I think I'll just give you a quick heads up as to why. With regards to the All Japan channel, and that's because I'm trying to break into Japan. The Impossible Man happens to which is a fantasy comedy. It's all about one guy, one anime and manga shop owner's trippy events, life events, being successful in America and Japan. It's let me step back and reorganize that thought. Basically, the plot is that Michael Garcia is the owner of the Impossible Man's anime and manga shop in New Jersey, and his shop became successful and popular in Japan, as well as in New Jersey. And as a result of that popularity, trouble ensues because he's front and center. His popularity is front and center, and this novel follows one of his problems, basically one of his troubles, one of his trouble magnets. So that's pretty much the premise, and it's basically an exchange, a cultural exchange, U.S. culture, Puerto Rican culture, and Japanese culture. You could check out my press release for The Impossible Man below, the Riverside Observer, which is in the comments section. Even right now, it's in the comments section right now. Just go right on the link, and you could read up more on The Impossible Man and my intent. But yes, my all Japanese language only YouTube channel, Coqui-san, is supposed to not just only help me learn Japanese, but help me draw in some Japanese viewers, Japanese audience, and maybe even develop Japanese fans. Anybody who might be willing to help me out in learning Japanese and that kind of stuff. But that's basically the intent. And the key factor is that there's little to no English. The only thing that's in English are just the links, basically, and the YouTube channel name written in English, Spanish, because it's Coqui, it's spelled Coqui with San, Mr. Coqui. But the point is that the videos are not to have English unless it's through katakana, or I know that English is spoken in Japan, but the point is that I'm trying to get fluent, and both fluent and literate in Japanese, and speaking English doesn't help. Speaking English doesn't help, and that's what the whole point of the channels is. That's the whole point of the channel. Whole point of the channel is just to help develop, get me, but most importantly, and this was a problem that I had years ago when I was first learning Japanese, and that is to talk Japanese. The rule of thumb: if you're learning a new language, speak the language. Whether it's to yourself or to somebody, just start speaking the language and get used to speaking the language, or else break that jitter, that saying sometimes you feel nervous or awkward speaking a different language, especially around people, but you gotta break it. You gotta break that jittery feeling, and that's what the channel is also supposed to help me do too, is to break the jitters, to break away from the jitters of speaking Japanese, get that little squeamish feeling, that childish embarrassment feel of speaking another language. So that way I could be able to communicate with people, communicate with any viewers, and most importantly, communicate with any publishers. If I could get on the line, get in the line with other prospective Japanese writers and so on. But the best way I can explain where I'm at, where I'm at the moment with regards to Japan, The Impossible Man, my trade paperback. I made it available at AmazonJapan.com. It's English language version, unfortunately, but it is in the Japanese market. And basically, what it's like, my position is I crossed the street. I crossed the street, and I'm standing on the curb. I'm just standing on the curb of the sidewalk, and in front of me is this long line of Japanese residents who are writers and artists and mangaka and so on, waiting to enter the front door of the publisher, and I'm just at the curb. I got my book, but I'm at the curb because I don't know how to communicate. I don't know how to speak Japanese. I don't know where to go on the line, in the line, and so on. I know I'm gonna be in the end of the line eventually, but the point is that I'm at the curb part of breaking into Japan. I'm not there yet, so this is why it was very important for me to start learning language last year. Go back to school last year, but world events decided to have a different say. So, but getting back to school, and I'm very happy to be back in school, and able to start pushing myself into the immersiveness of the whole thing. So, so it's very ambitious because I would like for Arcana, Magi, Splatterbomb, Savage Strikers, The Impossible Man, Coqui-san, many more IPs I've been working on. To really break into Japan and start selling, start building that audience, But basically, The Impossible Man, the intention of it being a cultural exchange is to try and build goodwill faith with the residents of Japan that I'm not some gaijin coming in with this level of ignorance or arrogance or pretentiousness, unlike a certain YouTuber who went to Japan and acted very obnoxiously and attracted trouble with the law, and angered a lot of people, an entire country. So I'm and as I've pointed out in my Arcana Magi official YouTube channel, I am a member of Japan Society. That's where many of my knowledge is coming from of Japanese culture and the Japanese language. One of the things that I try to do is to be immersive, but when I went to Kinokuniya, the local Kinokuniya here where I live, in the East Coast of USA. I had to explain to her because she was like, she asked me if I like manga, and I said, well, yes, I do like manga. However, I want to go beyond manga and anime in terms of learning Japanese and Japanese culture, because Japanese culture does not begin and end with anime and manga. That's what I've loved about going to the Cherry Blossom Festivals, the Sakura Matsuri, being a member of Japan Society and going to some of their events. Which again, I'm very mad with this with the global event because they're shut down. I would have liked to have gone to some of their events. I was trying to that was going to be my next plans last year because I had to save money. I had to save money for school. And I couldn't just run off to these events. Yes, there's more to Japanese culture than anime and manga, and I recommend all of you who are watching the recording, if you really want to truly be into Japan like you say you are, pick up your name. In fact, I'll show you. Hold on one second here. You're gonna hear a lot of noise, a lot of movement. Here we go. Woo. Thanks for waiting. Here go. So yeah, don't just rely on anime and manga alone. Pick up actual novels. See, I got Your Name, which I've been reading over on my Coqui Japan channel. We got Reiwa Kaiden, which has some kanji in it. Another one that I'm reading on my channel is Mitsuki Shigeru no Yokai Eihon, which is all hiragana, just like Your Name. And I also picked up, just for the heck of it, Haruhi Suzumiya. As you can see, it's got Japanese language, but I do highly recommend grabbing books like Mitsuki Shigeru no Yokai Eihon and these. Now the thing is that if you're going to, well, you'll find these on the internet, hands down. What brand is this? Katagawa Tsubasa Books. Katagawa Tsubasa Bunko. Look like books. The text written on here. It's very small. So yeah, Katagawa Tsubasa Bunko. These are actually designed for elementary and grade school. Same with this one because it's all hiragana. But I do highly recommend to pick these up for light novels. I completely forgot the name of this one. So Rain. I forgot this one, but I picked this one up too. But they're all hiragana. They have hiragana on top of kanji. There's some katakana, which is a little annoying. But the whole point, is that this is beyond anime and manga. This is beyond anime and manga. All of this. I mean, it's okay. It's okay to pick up, Haruhi Suzumiya or Log Horizon if it's all, in all Japanese. But my point is that you got to get beyond anime and manga if you want to learn the language, and if you want to really be well versed in Japanese culture. If you want to do business in Japan and such, don't limit yourself to just anime and manga. Just grab yourself one of these hiragana centric light novels and learn hiragana. Hiragana is quite possibly one of the most important of the three writing languages, writing systems, because it's the most commonly used. Well, that's not correct. That is not correct. Hiragana is not so much most commonly used. It has the grammatical structures of the senses. That's where your grammar comes from, with the particles primarily, as well as your basic words and whatnot. But the particles are primarily hiragana, and it's very important to get that to really learn hiragana above all else, because the particles really do dictate the context of your sentence. It makes a big difference between whether you're addressing somebody obviously, or you have to be very specific about somebody. So that's pretty much the key thing. But that's basically what Me in Japan is all about. About Me in Japan. So I'm crossing my fingers that once I get enough fluency and hold a good natural conversation, that I can actually start progressing a little further with my Japanese channel, Coqui-san, which is in katakana and hiragana, with Romaji. Well, not really Romaji, it's Spanish, Coqui. Anyway. But that's my advice. If you really want to go deep, if you really want to deep dive into Japanese, into Japanese culture, get light novels in hiragana. So let me just repeat the name of this book, the company here, Katagawa Tsubasa Bunko. That's what it says on here. So just look for that. It's green. I'm keeping this right up here so you can see for yourselves. Okay, see, it's got the green back. Look for that little character there, sitting there reading on a book. So if you're all so if you're interested, you know, in really getting your hiragana, there you go. Get this book. Get this brand. Get this brand. You'll find them again. You'll find them in the children's section of Japanese bookstores if you have a Japanese bookstore, or else you'll find them on the internet. There's no reason why you can't find them on the internet, of course. But if you're going to Japanese bookstores like I do, you'll find them in the kids section. And don't be ashamed if you're going to the kids section if you're learning Japanese. Trust me, I pulled out Haruhi Suzumiya and Reiwa Kaiden, this one from the grown-up section. But the thing is that and I asked the nice lady, the nice attendant there, you know, if this would help me learn Japanese, you know, learn to read Japanese, and she said no, you gotta go to the kids section. She took me over to the kids section and pointed me to these guys, to all these books here, and this one, you know. So, you know, she was very helpful, very nice, you know. Kanukiniya, very good bookstore, good bookstore. And she wished me luck after I've made my purchases, and now I've been doing the channel since. All right. Excuse me, sorry about that. I did that all on the mic. Oh man, that must have hurt your ears. Okay, let's do some dry runs here. Do some exercises so I can get a handle of the show, the pacing and whatnot. So. So that means I'm going to go out into the field. Okay, so let's see, it's 12 o'clock. Yep. Alright, so let's begin. Greetings, fellow gamers. Welcome to the Splatterbomb Lounge at the Splatdome in Splattown, USA. I'm Coqui-san. Mom, I am Sandy. This is Bradley. Braycon's the name. May the righteousness be with you. Here's Roller! And we're here with the playthrough of Dragon Quest XI. How did it go again? Oh my gosh, that is such a long name. Yes, it is. It is Dragon Quest XI-S, Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition. Whose idea was that? Nintendo's. Are you sure? Yeah, it's Nintendo's. I don't know what it is with long names. But that's crazy. How could they handle having all those long names? I don't know. I mean, we got Cadence of Hyrule. Oh my god, that's so rough. Who in the world came up with that? Who knows? Who knows? But somebody got paid for it. It must have been a good pay. Indeed! It's real awesome! No, it's not. Well, at least the game is. The music rocks. Of course you would, dude. Of course. Dude. The world is green. And full of life. Right, Spraycon. Right. Don't you have to rest a bit? Nah, dude. Nah. Alright. I guess the consensus is we should just get going. Indeed. Oh boy. How are we gonna do this? Oh, that's a good question. So, basically, gotta read those texts. All the texts. True. Are you going to assign it? Yep. We're all gonna do it. That's going to be fun. Ready to play? Let's game. Okay. Who wants to take care? Who wants to try out first? I will! Alright, Roller. There you go. Ever since she heard you were leaving, Gemma has been cooped up indoors. I wonder what she's doing in there today. That's a good start. It's a good start. Okay. Handy, you try this. Before you head off, you really should have a quick pray. With all those monsters out there, you'll be wanting some protection from a higher power. And if you make a quick record of your adventure, you'll be miraculously whisked back to the church where you made it if you happen to become a cropper. What's a cropper? Something you do in the bathroom. Yes. Yes, indeed. Here, let's go to this guy here. Dude, I got this. Alright, Spraycon. Here's some advice, dude. From one bloke to another. Dude, keep your mind on the job. No matter how fierce the fighting gets, you gotta stay focused. Righteous. The more you get walloped, the more focus you'll get. And before you know it, you'll be all pepped up. Then you'll be really full of beans and tacos. When you're pepped up, you'll be stronger, faster, better, like the $6 million man better. There ain't nothing, there ain't another feeling like it. Go on, my dude. Get out there and pep yourself silly. Yeah. Dude. Okay. Oh, Bradley, you could take this old lady here. Why do I have to take the old lady? Because it's funny. Now do it. Okay. Just for you. Really? No. Oh, just look at you. You look just like Chalky did at your age. I'll never forget the day he set off to explore the world, and now here you are, following in his footsteps. Alright, not bad. Why don't you voice the horse? No. Let's get this game on. Alright, so we're gonna do some story progress. Oh, here's some people here. I don't know much about fighting, but I've heard that the best way to get big and strong is to wallop lots of monsters and build up your experience. But if you realize you've picked a fight with the monster that's tougher than you, there's no shame in running away. How about you? I can't believe you're leaving us so soon. We'll make sure you stock up on items and weapons for the journey. Oh, and remember, there's no point just carrying equipment around with you. Make sure you equip it, dude. Okay. Just because you're setting on a journey, that doesn't mean you can't pop home for a visit whenever you like. If you ever get hurt or you're in need of a rest, there's no place like home. That's what I always say. I'm sure your comfy old bed will always be waiting for you. I heard you're going all the way to Heliodor. Can I come with you? Please, please. Fine. I suppose I am a bit still young. Well, be careful, it's a long journey. But that says you have to ignore. Just keep going. And he says it's full of all kinds of people. Way more than you see in Cobblestone. I can't wait to grow up and see it for myself. Not bad. Oh. A roadblock. So this is it. My little soldier's really leaving. He might not be back for a while. Hope you said all your goodbyes. So, ready? Well, off you go then.
こんなにも早く旅立ちの時が訪れるとはな。お主の祖父テオにもその勇姿を見せてやりたかったわい。 テオがお主を拾っていや連れてきたのは確か16年前じゃったの。
So Frog, have you gotten the language down pat yet? I'm getting there. Perhaps you should go with English. I'll just speed through all this. We need a plot. I don't intend to save. Why? Because it's funny. Oh, it's a horse.
よしよし。この馬もお主に授けよう。村一番の器量よしの馬じゃぞ。村を出てまっすぐ
That was
北へ向か
comfy.
えばデルカダール王国じゃ。
あんたは自慢の息子さ。辛いことがあってもくじけずに頑張っ。
これ受け取って。昨日デルカダール王国は村を出て北にあるわ。どんな使命があるの？絶対に。
I must say, this is pretty exciting that you can speed through the text and get to the point. I agree! If you ever had a loss, oh. Need a horse? Nay bother. Horses are an incredibly convenient way to cover large amounts of ground in a very little time, but you'll sometimes have to enter areas that can only be explored on foot. Don't despair though. A ring on one of the many summoning bells dotted around Eldria will soon bring your fellow friend back to your side. Yeah. Alright. Let's take a quick break. I have to say, that's quite an entrance. What do you mean entrance? Well, a beginning. Bradley, are you okay? No. You sped through the text. Yeah, well. Don't be so lazy! You should be reading them! It's important information! Yeah, well, what you expect? What do you expect? Seriously. Oh, there's not many people over in the chat room. It's a slow day. Dude, there'll be people soon. Don't worry about it. True. What can one do? Continue playing? Yeah, let's continue playing. Let's advance the story! Hey, Roller, why don't you use your other voice? Are you crazy? I can't do that! Doctor's orders! Oh, just do it, Roller. Fine! Nagisa, there you are. The mayor asked me to teach you a thing or two about horses. And maps too, for that matter. Yeah. Now you see this bell here? Well, if you give it a ring, a fine steed will gallop up out of nowhere, just like that. Yeah. Good to remember if your feet are getting sore. Now, what if you're lost as well as tired? Easy. Just press Y to take a look at your map. What's more, pressing A once you got your map open will allow you to access all sorts of useful information. Ooh yeah. I'm sure all this is written in the list of traveler's tips in your pack there, but you can't go over these things too often. Not bad. Not bad at all. That hurt my throat! I'll get used to it. Oh, look at the landscape. It looks so big. Dude. Blue poop. Hey, let's get some battles off. That did not sound right. Only you would not find it sound right. Aw, they're all running away. Why are they running away? I guess I might be too powerful. Yeah, let me jump off. Here we go, here we go. There we go. A group of slimes appears. What are you gonna do first? Fight? Got no choice. I'll attack Slime A. Got one. Should we be reading the text? I don't know, that might be too much. Interesting. You got some XP. Oh look, there's a cave over there. That dude's in the way. I wouldn't go through here if I were you. Monsters up that way will make mincemeat out of you. If it's Heliodor you're trying to get to, you need to head north anyway. So stay away from the cave. Take on another one! Get him! Good job. Get some XP up. I like the music! It's so awesome! All they do is just bouncing off of you. But you are taking damage. Not really, dude. He hasn't taken any damage. Oh, they must be weak. What's this one? They're gonna sew you! Dude, you're gonna be a fabric soon. They really are weak. Oh, took my first damage. How unfortunate. Oh boy, you leveled up. I like that thumbs up. It is quite excellent. Whoa, almost got you. Dude, it's carrying something. It's a skull! What are you doing? It's break time. Want to get onto the break. Oh, I got hit. You can take him down! Dude, they're healing each other. That's messed up. Why does it sound like I'm listening to Batman? I don't think that's Batman, Handy. There we go. Just find a secure spot. Oh, it won't let me fall down there. Let's just take a quick break. What about in here? There we go. Ah, I'm hiding. Okay. I think this is where we're gonna end the show for now. Not bad. Leveled up. That was a good job. Very good job. That was real fun. Indeed. And making the voices is good, though I will find my doctor angry. Dude. You're awesome. I want more. And we'll do more. next time. Thank you all for joining us. Have a good night and a buenas noches. All right. Well, there we go. A little dry run there. I mean, it was a little all over the place, but you know, yeah, that dialogue that kind of caught me off guard. I forgot that I had that set in Japanese. Let's see here. So yeah, yeah, that was actually pretty good. Nothing changed during the course of the stream. It held up. 30 frames, all of it held up. Wow, I feel really tempted to try and see if I could pull 60 frames, but I don't know. Let me just move around a bit. Where are we at? Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. So yeah, I'll take a look at the whole thing. I'm just gonna move around, see maybe if I can change scenes. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. And all its pixelated glory. Woo! Look at that water. Oh wow! Look at the mountains. But yeah, I'm looking at the YouTube right now because I got because I'm on single computer, so I got the OBS on and I'm looking at the live stream on the same computer, and there's no stuttering. I haven't seen any stuttering. I haven't gotten any connection issues with YouTube. It's been excellent all the way through. So this is very promising. This is very good. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this may be it. I'm wondering if I could try the frame rate. Yeah, you see the problem is that I have to shut down the whole thing if I'm gonna switch to settings. That's insane. Let me check my game capture over here. Yeah, see my game capture on the OBS right now is configure video. Let me see here. Decoder, NTSC, and sharpness 60, saturate. Yeah, see, I don't mess with this part here. Let me just X out of that. So my OBS settings for my game capture, for my HD60, my Elgato, it's on custom resolution FPS type. The resolution is 1920 by 1080, 60 frames per second, which is not very apparent because I need to. I don't know why it's not apparent. It's probably, I guess. No, I guess it just needs the OBS. My video format is any. Color space and color range is on default. Buffering is disabled. Capture audio only for audio output mode. But yes, I do have it set with the Elgato connected. But I think what I need is over here in the streaming settings. Uh-oh. Did I just... Oh, no, that was just my monitor. Sorry, that was my monitor. I'm fine over here on this end here. I thought that my monitor shut off once I canceled out of it, but it didn't affect the stream, so thank goodness. But in terms of the video settings, like I said, in the OBS itself, base resolution is 1920 by 1080p. Output resolution is 1920 by 1080p, and the common FPS values is at 30. So I think if I change that to 60, that'll give me the 60 frames. I probably will do that the next one, which will be the dress rehearsal for the show. It'll be Takeshi and Hiroshi. I'm gonna do a full dress rehearsal on that next week, because now I'm confident. That I got this all under control. That I got these settings under control here. which means that the rest of my streams and videos, this is going to end up being the setting regarding, this is most likely gonna end up being the settings, unless I have to adjust all the time. I hate that idea for the other videos, but that might end up being the result of the whole thing. And that's gonna stink royally. Let me push forward here. Let me get into a different scene. Oh, you know what? Miscellaneous. Let me change. Let me do this here. Audio. Can I turn off voices? Yes, I can. All right, let me turn off the voices. There we go. I'm gonna turn off the voices. That's the difference maker. If I turn off the voices, then I could use my character voices. Yeah, see, I had the language in Japanese because I like listening to Japanese. But if I'm gonna do it the way that I'm doing it, doing Splatterbomb Lounge, then I have to turn off the voices. I'll have to turn off the voices. Autoplay cutscenes. Okay, that's for the voices. All right, confirm. We'll try. I'll try that out. In a bit. I'm just taking a break here. I'm talking a lot. Battle mode. Freeform fighting and classic camera. Nah, I'll leave that alone. It wasn't that bad. Alright. Let me see here. Okay. Oh, well, excuse me. More blockage, huh? There we go. So just move around a bit here. Yeah, I mean I could really see it here on the YouTube. I can see it there perfectly on the YouTube. It's just moving nice and easy. No stuttering. So yeah, that was the big difference maker. Yeah, the fish tank. So did I mention that? No, I didn't say. The resolution on the fish tank is 540. That was the lowest setting that the video encoder could give me. No, I don't know where there is. Oh. Do I get to fight on the horse? No. That's weird. Uh-oh, he's gonna get the first attack? Nope. Oh, here we go. Okay. So, get a nice little change of scenery here. Let me check my OBS. Yeah. It's been 30 frames per second throughout this whole entire thing, and the CPU's down. So, as I was saying before I got interrupted, the fish tank, I encoded it, the VLC video, into 540. Once I created the animation and all that stuff, and put it all together, the video is at 540, and it's working nicely. And of course I have this 480. You know what? I want to try something out because I really don't like the way the box is set. So my Logitech resolution is at 640 by 480. Let me bring it up. Let me bring it back to 864 by 480. Okay. So it's a little longer. And let me see. Let me try this out. Let me see what level of stress this gets subjected to. Let's see if it could really hold up. Okay. Alright. Oh, I gotta readjust the camera settings. At least this one I know I can actually make these adjustments. There we go. Get the exposure back up. Apply. You can see, yeah. See, the difference is that it's a little enclosed. It really does look claustrophobic when it's not widescreen. Let me just shift this a little bit. No, that's too much. Yeah, that's not much I could do, but yeah, the widescreen feels a little bit more comfy. I'm more inclined for that. Let me just bring this down a little bit. And let's bring you down. Just to center that a bit. Here we go. Alright. Okay, so I'm gonna see. So I'm gonna see now. I can inch this up a little bit. Just to the side there. There we go. All right, that's good. See, I want to keep this. I want to keep my Logitech screen like this. So if it holds up, if this holds up, really, if this holds up all the way through, then it really was the VLC all this time. Well, I'm not gonna boost up the Logitech any further. I'll keep it at 864 by 480, just so I could have the widescreen. So that way you can see more of my body instead of, you know, this compact, instead of all that compact stuff. But wow, I would really like to get this at 60 frames. If I could get it at 60 frames, because that's what I paid for. You know, the Elgato HD 60 HDS 60 is supposed to give me 60 frames. Let me take on this guy here. Ew, it's a pickle. I'm in a pickle. Cruel Cumber. Names. They're so genius. Oh. Yeah, I forgot I can move around. Okay. Wow. Just look at this landscape. Okay. Here we go. This is the next town. Is it the town? Oh, that's the town. Sorry, I'm just speeding through this because I just want to get to a better scene. I don't want to save this. None of this is going to be saved. I intend to go right back to the beginning. Well, in terms of this save data. Just do some explorations. Huh. What's this here? Oh, okay. Wow. Look at this. I know, I'm kind of screwing up here. I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I? Alright. Now taking on that thing. There you group of enemies appear. The bunny corn. Oh, sure, it healed. Oh, there we go. Stark Raven mad. Yeah, let me just keep going towards the town. You would think they'd build a bridge. Ooh, that place is far. Huh. Alright, that's cool. Ooh, look at that. My gosh. Grinder's paradise here. All this level up farming. There we go. Oh, alright. Okay, let me set up over here. Okay, here we go. Alright. Time for dry rehearsal number 2. Okay. Just fix myself up here. Alright. Let's see how well this holds up. Check here. Okay. Stream is excellent. Alright. Greetings, fellow gamers. Welcome to the Splatterbomb Lounge at the Splatterdome in Splattertown, USA. I'm Coqui-san. My name's Handy. This is Bradley. Spraycon's the name. May the righteousness be with you. Here's Roller! And we're continuing on with our adventure in Dragon Quest XI, Echoes of an Elusive Age, S Definitive Edition 2 Turbo. The new challengers. Good one. That's a very good one. And, right now, I made it all the way up to the Heliodor region, and it's about to get dark. Oh, that's scary. Dude. Dude. Good input, Spraycon. Are you ready to play? Let's game. Let's see here. Oh, let's talk to this dude. Have you come far? Well, you're safe now. Heliodor waits. Once you're in the city, you can find a nice inn and rest up, like the old you. Let's see, what do you got to say? Welcome to Heliodor. This is the largest city in all of Erdria, you know. You should head downtown for a look at the livelier side of life here if you get the chance. Dude, you can use the right stick to change which way you're facing when the map is open, which can be helpful in figuring out where to go. When in battle, you'll see a white circle on the ground, leaving it. What a lovely place. It's only a model. Shh. Not now, Bradley. Don't break his dreams. Heliodor. Oh. Phew. Another hard day at work. Thank you, Spraycon. Greetings! Ah, Feel that breeze. I really like that they pop the bubbles up instead of having to press the button to talk to them. I agree. That's very helpful. That's the price. Take it or leave it. Is that really the best you could do? Lovely weather. And there's more! Wow, that sounds great, dude. Yummy. Oh, that's the stuff. Oh, what? That's the stuff. Relax and enjoy. Tasty. So well up. Roller, use your other voice. No. Do it. Do it now. Fine. Oh. Oh yeah. Welcome to our inn, weary traveler. You must be exhausted at this late hour. Would you like to spend the night or just rest for a while? In either case, I can offer you a rate of 3 gold coins. It's okay, Roller. It's okay. It hurts. It hurts. Alright, cut. Let's cut. Let's cut. Oh, wow. Excuse me. Oh, wow. Okay, looks like I can't pull off that voice very much. Oh, man. Oh. Sorry about that. Excuse me 1 second here. Oh wow. Okay, that's a lot of practice I gotta do. Oh man. Oh man, that voice is that's a tough one. I may have to skip that. Oh wow. I apologize for all that coughing into the microphone, everybody. Oh man. Man, that really hurt. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that really hurt. Ugh. I think it has to do with the change in pitch. It's that change. I don't know. Any of you who know voice acting, you could point out what I did wrong there. You could point out what I did wrong there because oh wow. That was not good. That was not good. Man, that really hurt, man. That hurt very hard. Wow. How is it so far? Well, it held up. It wasn't stuttering or anything when I was moving around. Oof. Excuse me 1 second. Alright. Alright. Well, okay. I apologize for that, for any of you watching the recording, or if you're watching it live. Oh man, that voice. switching out to that voice. Oh, I think it's I guess my throat didn't reset properly. Switching out the voices like that. So I might have to use that sparingly, and with the proper timing, sort of like how I do the Daruk, because that's the same voice I use with Daruk, but I only throw short words out there. Whew. All right. I don't know if I could do any more. I don't think I could do it again for the rest of the night. I'll see what happens. I got time. Going into hour 3 soon. Go and fight some baddies. Oh man. Oh wow. Oof. Excuse me. So. Here we go. Let's see what the baddies are like at night. Platypunk. Ugh. Oh, I died. Oh well. Should send me all the way back. The latest save, last place, auto save. Yeah, let me go back to where you like to continue your adventure from. Yeah, the latest save. Sure. Let's see, you'll be returned to the church in Cobblestone. Yes. That's fine. Go right back. Yeah. Is that an autosave? Oh man, that means... Oh. Oh, wow. Wait. Well, I'm gonna be starting the game over anyway. Let me just check my... Oh, right. That's, Sorry, the church is the one where I do benedictions. Gotta do a benediction. Oh no, confession. Sorry, confession. Let me see my save data. Right, I don't want to mess with that. Okay. Good. You know what? Let me look at 2D mode. That sounds fun. Yes. Oh, I have to confess? No, no, no. No, cancel. I mean, I know I could put in a different save date. I'm not gonna screw around like that. Wow. Eh. No, running is tied to the R button, the ZR. Oh. I can't imagine back in the ancient days when that ladder was first invented and people were able to elevate to new heights, found themselves going on like a roof or something. Wow. What have you... Just take a quick breather. Like, really relax a bit. Oh, man. Clean up my glasses here. Woo! Let me check here. Heading into the third hour. I wish I could switch the frames per second on the fly. It's unfortunate. What a good job this game it looks. Oh! It's daytime. I thought I died. That would have been funny. JRPG logic, you could drop from a very high height and never die. They love playing in the water. Until they found out that someone pooped down upstream. You know, this has to be real convenient to have this this little river here. You just have to go over to this river and you could poop and pee. And since it's going through the gates there, you don't have to do it all the way over on this side. Over here. Oh, auto run. Yeah, see, like you don't have to do it over here because the water is flowing down and thereby affecting everybody. I don't know if I could do it again. I mean, try do it a third time. Do another test run. Ah, you can't see what's down there. How's it looking? I can't believe it's moving so smoothly. So that was pretty much the key problem. And that was the fish tank. Because I switched the screen back over here. My Logitech screen back to 860 by 480. 860 by 480? Yeah, 864 by 480. Yeah, I switched it back to 864 by 480 and there hasn't been a drop. So yeah, the fish tank was the key problem because I had it at 1080p all this time. So that's pretty amazing. I would like to try that 60 frames per second. But I don't want to cut the stream. I want to stress one more hour. Deal with one more hour. And as I said before, the reason why I want this, I'm trying out one for 3 hours because JRPGs are very long games, and I'm doing these on Fridays, so it makes sense to go longer than 2 hours, especially given the size of these games. I mean, they could clock in at 100. Oh, sure. Even though I'll probably forget about it. Oh man, that dress rehearsal is gonna be crazy. Okay, 1 hour to go. Yeah, that dress rehearsal is gonna be crazy. The way he's running. So yeah, I'm just gonna look around again, just to test the camera movements. This was a good choice, going with Dragon Quest 11. No fights, no fights. Just see how well this resolution holds up. I'll get ready for another dry rehearsal. Let's run. Oh, look at this. Flintstone. Meet the Flintstone. A modern Stone Age family from the town of Bedrock. La 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 history. Man, how cool would it be if I do a crossover with somebody? Will they be able to handle 5 voices from one guy? They'll probably be like, no, I'm not having you on the show. Can't have a guy that talks to himself before other people. Probably think I'll M. Night Shyamalan them. Jugs. Alright. Some ugly frogs. Emerald Coast. Will I meet Sonic the Hedgehog there? We're gonna try and rescue Tails. We're gonna try and rescue Tails. Is that what you telling me, game? Gonna run around at the speed of sound. I'm gonna run around town, see what this looks like. Alright. Okay. I'm not gonna do the thing. I'm gonna just jump right into the next screen and do one last practice. Alright. So on 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at the castle. It's very big. It is extraordinarily big. Wahaha, dude. And that's not the half of it, Danny. Yeah. Oh, it's such a worry. What is this world coming to? A frog, yes? Dragon? When will you start voicing these characters? Probably when something awesome happens. Baby, you're the one! This tune's a banger. Check it out, yeah. Baby, you're the one! Ooh, belt that out, Roller. No! Dude, where to now? I wonder. Look at all these houses. Very well done. A lot of art has gone into this. Are you okay, Frog? Yes, I'm okay. Do you need a lozenge? No, I don't need a lozenge. I'm so bored. We all are. That's a quest. Hendrix the best. To Jasper every time. So, you're a visitor to Heliodor, are you? Well, don't pull anything funny or I'll sling you in the dungeons. Got it, dude? Oh, that's me. If you ask me who I most wanted to be in the world, I'd have to be Sir Hendrik. But then every man in the kingdom would say the same thing. He's basically an all-around legend. They say that when the world is in trouble, a true hero will appear. You must be talking about him. Oh. You see that big swanky house over there? Well, it belongs to some rich and slightly vulgar stranger. He just turned up one day, bought the land and had it built. The showy blighter. That's a weird way of saying that. I can say it any way I want. Oh, but Bradley, you should try and say it right. Never. It is not fun. Okay. Done your homework. I love it here. It's simply marvelous. And you know the best part? Only fantastically rich folk like yours truly can afford to live here. Dude, King Carnelian is surely the wisest of rulers. His influence spreads far and wide. In fact, it would be no exaggeration to call him the king of the world. James Cameron? Dude, my heart will go on. The water's so still and beautiful. It feels like it's drawing me in. And full of bacteria. Still water definitely does have bacteria. It is not healthy to drink still water with bacteria. Aww. But what if I get thirsty? You shall drink sweat. Aww. Dang. This is a big place. Good. I think small places is not a good idea. Wow, we've been in plenty of small places in this game. That farm does not count. Hey! We got dialogue! Wow, look at this. I wonder how much it's worth. If I sold it, I bet I'd never have to work again. You see this two-headed eagle? It's the symbol of Heliodor. It's on the flag as well. Yeah, that's gonna probably advance the story. I want to see more of this place. It is indeed a wonderful place to look at. I want to steal it all, starting with that two-headed eagle. Yes, you would want to steal it, wouldn't you? I am a pirate, after all. I must live to my reputation, or else. Honor among thieves? Yes. My church is a haven in life's storm. I can highly recommend prayer and quiet reflection from time to time. See? Yeah, I've never been to this spot. This looks like a shop. I'm gonna go shopping. So, then he says to me, natter natter. Check it out! It's that house there. What about this house? Tell me, what about this house? Why won't he say anything about this house? He's an NPC, Bradley. That's not an excuse to make a statement like that and not explain that house. I bet you didn't know about the rope on the roof, did you? You can use it to get up to the swanky part of town. Meh. That's probably story advancement. I want to see more. Touring the city is very boring. It has gotten boring. Why am I bored? Because he hasn't advanced the plot! Dude, I won't allow any nonsense on my watch. If you even think of causing any trouble, I'll come down on you like a ton of bricks. Yeah, dude. What's the matter, Bradley? I just realized that Spraycon is speaking normally. Don't jinx it! We do not need him to speak in riddles. Aw, so where are you from then? What's that? Cobblestone, you say? Where's that then? Down south? Never heard of it. You never heard of South before? I don't know why she says she's never heard of cobblestone. This whole road is full of cobblestones. I agree. How beautiful. Oh, it's such a worry, dude. What is this world coming to? Wee wee woo. Hey, you're fun. More is a big city. This is vintage stuff. Come see my wares. What to buy, dude? What to buy? Aw, that was cute. Is that wolf? Turned out nice again. This is a lot of talking. And scene. End scene. There we go. Alright. So take a little look at that. Yeah. And then, oof. Alright. So, just gonna have to chill the rest of the way here. And monitor the rest of this stuff. There was a little notice that popped up during the dry rehearsal, telling me that I was at 7,000 kilobits per second, kilobits per second. But when I took a look, I was around 6,000. Oh. Cancel that. Uh-oh. I hope that didn't turn it off. Okay. Yeah, I was floating around 6,000, so I'm trying to wrap my head around why YouTube pointed out there was 7,000. And then it recommended that I work at 4,500 kilobits per second. Wow, the effects of that voice. Still. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, I'll just do some few battles. Let me leave the town so I could play around with a few battles. Beat up some baddies. Oh, I'm in more town. Am I lost? I think I'm lost. But yeah, that's pretty much what the show's gonna look like in a nutshell. You know, I'm in this scene here where I would sit by and just, you know, read up the chat in my character voices, and then jump into the other scene and focus on the whole gameplay. So they'll be jumping back and forth between scenes. Now, you know, I'm not really gonna play the game in this scene in this screen that you're looking at here right now with me on the thing. But the whole purpose of readjusting the settings is so that way there'll be consistent professional look with the screen, like no stuttering, you know, or buffering or any drop frame rates. That's what I'm just trying to avoid when I jump into this scene here. So that way it can stay consistent with the game screen here. So when I switch out with no problem. 29. Yeah, 29. You know, so you know, you see me jumping back and forth, but but my point is that there's no risk with regards to a trebuchet. That is a trebuchet. Yeah, I'll fight. I'll fight him again and die. But got him just in time. Sweet. Sweetness. So yeah, this looks like golden. Which means that next week's full rehearsal, dress rehearsal, is going to be very, very fun. It's gonna be real awesome. That will be Takeshi and Hiroshi. The reason why I'm doing Takeshi and Hiroshi again, is because I didn't get the I don't know. I don't know if there's multiple endings. From what I'm seeing it, from what I'm understanding, it's supposed to be a different ending. I'm dead. There's supposed to be a different ending, so I want to try and get a different ending. Ooh, critical. Nice. So that's basically the whole idea. I'm gonna go through since they're separate episodes, since their chapters are separated, I can play each chapter independently, and then my Chimera win. So that's why I'm going with Satoshi, and since I've already beaten the game, most importantly, I can it'll be easier for me to break it down in terms of taking breaks, so that way I can assess the whole thing. I'm not sure how many hours it's gonna take, but it's just gonna to get more practice in on the voices and the flow of the show, and then on March 5th, Friday, will be the show proper, the return of Splatterbomb Lounge, this time live, and get a chance to really actualize what I want to get out of Splatterbomb Lounge. Oh yeah, I think it would be good to point out for those of you who'll be watching the recording, because who's watching, who may end up watching the recording. Splatterbomb merch. I did send them, submit some of them in to get cleaned up, and there were some discrepancies, and I've been waiting for a response back to address why discrepancies happen, because as clear as the characters came in, my my title and trademark, the one that you see up there that says Splatterbomb above me in the fish tank, got messed up, and I'm trying to find out why that is, and I have not gotten a single response yet, and that's pretty upsetting. And I may have to start considering options if I don't get that information. If they don't reply back. Because I don't, it's already hard enough that I have to improve. It's not cheap. That's all. You know what I'm saying? It's an investment, and I can't afford to let my investments go south because some company just didn't do right. So if you're wondering why the quality has not been updated yet, that's pretty much what happened. They just really screwed up. They screwed up, and they're not answering my questions. So it's gonna have to wait a while, because I'm coming into this now with all these shows, and Splatterbomb Lounge coming back full time on Fridays, 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, USA. Man, nighttime looks pretty trippy. I was gonna fight some of these guys. I don't know why I'm not fighting these guys. Here we go. Let me fight this one. Slime! Iconography. There we go. And, oh, I'm still alive. Yep. Yeah, I'm about to die. Let's die. Go right back to the beginning. Here we go. Oh, gotcha. Huh? Yeah, hit the cucumber. Wiped out. Yeah, from the latest save, going right back to the church. I don't care about the gold coins. Okay, where are we at now? So I probably might do it next week for the dress rehearsal. See if I could do 60 frames. So I may end up cutting the stream short to reset it if it starts stuttering and buffering. So I'll test that out next week before doing the dress rehearsal, and then after I get a good look at if I could pull off 60 frames, then I'll do if 60 frames operates very well, then I'll keep it on 60 frames and begin the dress rehearsal. But if it starts stuttering, then I'll have to stop the stream, reset, start the stream over again from scratch, and then do the dress rehearsal. La 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 la. Harper harper sharper derpy doo. Here we go. Oh, okay. They're paralyzed with fear. There we go. Oh, I missed that one. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about Dragon Quest. So if y'all, Dragon Quest. Regarding Dragon Quest, the first time I played Dragon Quest was Dragon Warrior back when I was a kid, and I had no clue. It was my very first time ever touching a JRPG, and I had no idea how it worked or anything. I'm just moving all over the place, coming across these enemies, and I had no idea. And I had the Nintendo Power mini guide with Dragon Warrior, and I still didn't understand any of what it was saying or anything. I was just looking at the maps. I'm just moving around, but I didn't understand that that it had a plot. I was expecting more like Legend of Zelda or Super Mario Brothers, where I'm just running around and stabbing things. So, or at least like Ultima, because I played Ultima that FCI released, and I knew that was, you know, in Ultima I was like moving around and you know, slashing up characters. But I was expecting, you know, some hack and slash thing. And that actually deterred me from playing JRPGs for some time, until, which didn't last very long, really, because when I got the TurboGrafx 16, there was a very specific game that actually caught my attention, and that game was Final Lap Twin. And Final Lap Twin had a quest mode. And that quest mode was my deep dive into RPGs, which was very weird, given that it wasn't like this type of RPG that we're seeing here. And then and that's how I learned RPGs. I learned it from Final Lap Twin. The whole thing, you know, the story, how the story is conveyed. Going town to town, collecting experience and all that stuff. And I never touched an RPG after that until Earthbound. So if you look at the difference of dates, you know, the gaps in time, yeah. Yeah, so Earthbound, and I think and the thing is that I was not really into high fantasy, you know, or low fantasy. You know what I'm saying? I'll watch a movie like Willow, but I wasn't like deep dive. I wasn't, you know, I tried to get into Lord of the Rings, but you know, as a kid, but I was just too into sci-fi. I was really more into the science fiction than anything else, but in terms of JRPGs, since there were so many that had more of a medieval type setting, high fantasy setting, like Dragon Quest, I didn't get in on it. But then here comes Earthbound, the Mother series, and that pushed me a little further into skill points. Every time a party member levels up, they will earn skill points. As the name suggests, these can be used to acquire new spells and abilities. To use them. Alright, well, anyway. Sure, let me try that out. May as well. But Earthbound definitely got me into JRPGs more full-time. But I was still not into high fantasy. That's why when it came to trading card games, my first trading card game was actually Star Wars, the collectible card game. I didn't get into Magic the Gathering until the Mirage set came out. The Weatherlight. When Weatherlight and Mirage was out, that's when I jumped into the high fantasy of Magic the Gathering. Let's see, the character builds where you use skill points. Oh, that reminds me of Final Fantasy X. When you unlock a particular panel, the surrounding ones will become available. Yeah, this really reminds me of Final Fantasy X. Sword mastery, luminary. Let's see, stats, skills and stat boosts that will increase offense. Oh, okay. Dragon slash, dragon. Let's see, great swords. Skills and bands improve overall attack power and also improve skilled swordsmen with some tremendous techniques. Huh. Luminary. Able boosts available only to HRSs. Tributes are available as well as some truly incredible abilities. I'll take Luminary. Should I take Luminary? Pep chance of getting pepped up. What about here? Learn 4 surrounding skills to unlock this panel and reveal the secret it hides. Ooh. What about you? Great swordsman adopts subtle stance that can greatly increase. And what about you? Flame slash. You know what? I'll go for the mystery bin. The box. The box. I'll go with the box. Okay. Okay. So, alright, I'll go with Flame Slash. Sure. It doesn't even matter to me. I'm not saving any of this. I'm done. Yeah, let me try this out. Fight. Let's see, spells. Got Frizz. Oh, I defended. That's right. What kind of tactics? Nah. Let's see. Abilities. Flame Slash. Take on Drakey? Yeah, we'll take on Drakey. Ooh. That scared the others off. Alright. That was interesting. I mean, it's Dragon Quest. So the spells don't really change much. Like Frizz. Heal. Let me try out the spells. Let's go with Frizz. Frizz the slime. Alright. And then I'll just whack him. That's it. But going back to the RPGs, Earthbound definitely got me into the deep dive. Chrono Trigger, because of the time traveling mechanic, expanded more. Illusion of Gaia with the whole history thing was awesome. Crystalis was set in the post-apocalypse. So yeah, the pattern is pretty much there. You know, JRPGs with that sci-fi element. Really got me. JRPGs and action JRPGs got me well into the whole thing. Let's see. So what was my first? Then of course Final Fantasy starting with 7 began to lean harder on the sci-fi with the sci-fi setting. Which is weird, all things considered, that it's supposed to be fantasy. Well, it is still fantasy because it's got magic, but yeah, they threw it became low fantasy, more. I don't know. I don't know how to describe that. Or techno fantasy or such. It's all nice and everything. But in terms of getting back to Dragon Quest, well, that was 5. Dragon Quest 5 was my return to Well, Dragon Quest 8 actually. Let me correct myself. It was Dragon Quest 8 on the PS2 that I got that I was able to go into Dragon Quest. I still haven't beaten that game. That's because Dragon Quest 5 happened on the DS, on the classic DS, and I was actually getting pretty far in that game. I had to go rescue my wife with my kids. That's where I got to. You know, I had my boy Sancho, and my kids, and we had to go back and get the wife and rescue the wife. And that's why I stopped at. So I have no idea. I have no idea what happens after that. But yeah, you know, I just started scooping up JRPGs. Grandia 2. When I got into the Dreamcast, Grandia 2 and Skies of Arcadia. Woo, man, pirate ships and everything. But Grandia 2, yeah, that Grandia 2 elevated my love of JRPGs. I mean, you know, Earthbound, Chrono Trigger, you know, Super Mario RPG. That was like one thing, but Grandia just spiked. It really elevated and evolved my care for JRPGs, and I just started looking all over the place for JRPGs. You know, I really picked up the Final Fantasy games on the PS1 because they had Final Fantasy 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I got 10 on the 10. But it was also hard finding some of the other JRPGs. Lunar 2 was another one that also helped elevate. So it was like Grandia 2 and Lunar 2. Both of those games really elevated my JRPG experiences. It wasn't just, you know, Grandia 2 exclusively. But sadly though, I lost my data on Lunar 2 and I was up to the final boss. As in, I beat the final boss, I get the ending, and then the data went gone. I don't know what happened. And I was just so mad because I made it so far. And I just did not want to go through the beginning. I definitely didn't want to go through the beginning of that game. So, you know, start over. But now with this show, you know, with doing Splatterbomb Lounge, you know, the incentive is there to do that. There's an incentive. Not bad, not bad, not bad. The stream is holding up so well. Yeah, you see, I'm looking at the suggestion now from YouTube. The stream's current bitrate, 7500, 18.18 kbps, is higher than the recommended bitrate. The user stream bitrate of 4500. I'm using a bitrate of 6000, so I don't know how it registers 7500. Oh man, so man, that Lunar 2. I can't wait to get back into it for this show. Honestly, I really want to beat it and see what happened. I've been trying every which way to avoid spoilers at all costs, and that's gonna be the hard part about this. I'm hoping that when the chat room starts happening, that nobody spoils. I would like to not be spoiled. It's very hard to avoid being spoiled. Take on this floating lamp. Let me see here. Let me try that. Nothing. Alright. So, I guess another question is, some of these RPGs that I did beat, am I gonna go back to them? Most likely. I mean, I beaten Chrysalis. Oh, my man went Super Saiyan. Akira Toriyama just brought out the Super Saiyan in me. Wow. Alright. So yeah, some of the older games, some of the games that I may have beat that I have beaten, I probably am gonna revisit. What I'm thinking, that's why I'm thinking of starting off maybe with like Crystalis or maybe Earthbound. Now the reason why I wanted to start off with the with games like this because they're not very long RPGs. I mean they're long, well by comparison we're talking about longer than shorter than 30 hours. Because I know there's RPGs that clock in at around 30 hours, 60 hours, and I would like to not play those yet. I don't want to play those yet. I wanna try and maybe go, try and beat games that probably may take less than 5 episodes. Because I'm assuming that if I were to play Lunar 2 or if I did a Final Fantasy or even this game here, Dragon Quest 11, 30 hours. That's what, like 7 episodes. I mean, even if I do the max 3. At 30 hours, that's 10 episodes. So, that's a lot of episodes. That's 10 weeks. 10 weeks of JRPG gameplay, because I'm only doing this once a week. Fridays is the best time for me to do this. Splatterbomb Lounge for 3 hours. But if to be generous, 3 hours, 3 hours an episode on a 30-hour game. That's 10 episodes. So that means that if it's a 60-hour game, it's gonna take forever to go through. So I want to at least open up for the first couple of months games that I know that I can beat, like Earthbound and Crystalis, and hopefully they'll be around less than 5 hours. Saying that I could be able to beat them within 2 or 3 episodes. I doubt it, but especially with my level grinding tendencies. But my point is that I want to try and beat some within a couple of within the first few months, and then get into a big game like Lunar 2 or Final Fantasy 7, and go through the next several months playing those games. So if you made it up to this point, I'll mention it again next week, but it's something that everybody's gonna viewers are gonna have to be ready for, because these games are not short. but they'll be to the benefit of being able to do character voices and actualize the show the way I want it actualized. But I probably will consider doing Crystalis first, only because Crystalis is more action oriented. I'm running around slashing, and try and see if I can juggle between the two. Wow, what else? I think yeah, I wish I had access to the DS. I need a capture card for that. Or something. I don't know. But yeah, I got tons. I got plenty of JRPGs to work with. I still got the Final Lab Tune, of course. What else do I have? I got the East games. Let's see, Grandia 1, Grandia 2, Grandia 3, Lunar 1, Lunar 2, Skies of Acadia, Final Fantasies. Well, up to 10, actually. Well, I did pick up 12. I just wish that 11 was not an MMO. I don't know why they made that decision with 11 and 14 being MMOs. I don't even know if they have their own stories. I got Sega Ages Phantasy Star, and I think I also have Phantasy Star in the Sega Smash Pack. I think Phantasy Star 2. But I definitely have Sega Ages Phantasy Star, so that's another one that can rummage through. The Game Boy side, woo! Mostly on the Game Boy Advance, Riviera: The Promised Land. I got Final Fantasies 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6 Advance. I got Fire Emblem, the original. What else do I have? Golden Sun, both Golden Suns. Let's see. Well, I do have Pokemon, but I ain't messing with Pokemon because there's only one file saved, and I don't wanna start mess with all that collecting that I did. Plus, I'm kind of all Pokemon out. I'm all Pokemon out. What else do I have? Oh, PS3, definitely PS3. I got the NES games. I got trippier JRPGs like Time and Eternity, and Hyperdimension Neptunia. Neptunia games. I even got a couple on the Switch. Switch is definitely got a good handful of JRPGs aside from Dragon Quest, 1, 2, 3, and 11. What else did I got the East games, Dragon's Dogma. I got the Skyrim. Oh no, Skyrim playthrough. I don't know if I'm gonna do Skyrim, quite honestly, or The Witcher, because they're more action oriented. But I'll find that out when I do Chrysalis. Which I got, well, I do have it on the NES. I'm gonna do it through the Switch, just for a little more stability and not risk the loss of save data. The NES is very sensitive to that now. I do have Illusion of Gaia over on the Super NES, along with Chrono Trigger. So I definitely want to jump in on those, and maybe Super Mario RPG. That's if I could be able to handle the Super Nintendo, because I still got that little issue that needs to be repaired. But it still works. It's just that it's a big risk. I don't have much on the NES side. I mean, I do have Dragon Warrior, but I got Dragon Quest on the Switch. I'll just play that. Oh, whoa, oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. My kilobits per second dropped down to 1,000. So we got frame rate dip there, and then it spiked all the way up to 11,000. Wow, what happened there? Well, I didn't make any movements, so I probably won't even notice. Well, I'll probably notice from the background characters if they stuttered or not. But wow, that was something else. That was some spike. At least I got some daylight now. Move around a bit. I think he wants to fight. Oh well, let's fight. GameCube. Oh yeah, I got the Tales games. Tales of Fantasia, Tales of Symphonia. I died again. I'll just go to my latest save again. I do have Star Ocean. I got Star Ocean till the end of time. On the PS2 side, I do have JRPGs like Star Ocean till the end of time, Final Fantasy X, Dragon Quest 8, and the PS3. Yeah, I did mention the PS3. I got trippy games. I got like the Disgaea games, Mugen Souls, Time and Eternity. So. Yeah, I'm chock full of RPGs. I'm chock full of RPGs. I do have Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I don't know what the copyright issue is, because Avex. I think that's Avex. Avex is the ones that's doing the music. That did the music, produced it. And I don't know what their copyright policies are. I don't know how much of a stickler they are regarding that. I'll have to look around a bit. Yeah. Yeah, I got Arcana, Record of Argodas War on the PS3. This is on the PS3. So, Tales of Xillia. Oh yeah, I found Valkyria Chronicles 1 on the PS3. So, oh yeah, and I got Eternal Sonata on PS3. That's my first JRPG pickup on the PS3. So, there we go. Well, that's not all of it. I got plenty more. I can't pull them off the top of my head. I can't pull them off the top of my head. Saga games on the Switch. Saga. So, yeah, there's plenty enough. In terms of visual novels, I do have Clannad, Arcana. I got Steins Gate, all three, as well as Robotic Notes. I have to pick and choose carefully though, because of content and Splatterbomb Lounge. I gotta be very careful with the content. I might be able to pull off a plot regarding that. Let's see here. Let's go outside. But in terms of visual novels, yeah, I've been looking at the visual novels, but some of them do have themes, very mature themes. So I have to take that I have to really take that into consideration, given the nature of Splatterbomb Lounge and the merch. Because this is not really a kids show. This is not even an adult exclusive show. This is kind of like an everyone show. Like, this is for everybody. So, let's see, what else? Oh yeah, I got Newtopia on the Toro Graphics. I forgot about that. But oh yeah, Corpse Party. That's another one that I'm gonna dig into. That I might dig into. Yeah, Prinny. Anyway, that's the best I could think of off the top of my head with my JRPGs and visual novels. So that's gonna be an interesting go. Let me talk to her. So yeah, I gotta do some more. Gotta figure out. Yeah, gotta figure out the voices. Alright, gotta figure out the voices. I'm gonna test out 60 frames per second next week. The settings have been solid, except for that one little spike that just happened. That went down to 1,000 kilobits per second and jumped all the way up to 10,000. That was a weird thing, but it was a one-off thing. So yeah, it's been 30 frames per second, jumping around 10 frames. CPU has been jumping around between 10% to 15% on the OBS. No drop frames. The stream for the most part has been excellent, and just got that suggestion from YouTube regarding my bitrate clocking in at 7,500, the current stream. Wow. Okay. Let me just take one last look over here. So that's a pretty big size there. Let me see how it looks over on the YouTube screen. And what's great is that the YouTube screen has been moving very smoothly with the OBS. I'm jumping between OBS and jumping between the OBS screen and the YouTube screen, and there has not been any stuttering whatsoever. So hands down, it was the fish tank. And I even adjusted my Logitech camera. During this stream, right there on the fly, and it's been operating fine. So it was really the fish tank all along. It was Taglia all along. So Taglia is a pimp. Good old Godfather. Are you out of your mind? Oh man, get that Marlon Brando voice going. Why me? Why me? What do I do to deserve this? Come and show me disrespect. I could have been your friend. Is that justice? Tartaglia is a pimp. Michael, I wanted you to be a lawyer, or a politician, not this. Oh well. So yeah, this is hands down the best settings that I have gotten out of this with the quick sync. So I'm totally gonna test out 60 frames per second. So I'm gonna push to the limits next week. I'm hoping that it will work and I don't have to shut the stream down and then restart it so I could do the dress rehearsal. So my fingers are crossed. Cross fingers. Crossing the fingers. Crossing the streams. And the fish tank had been operating at 540 resolution. At 540 resolution, it's with 40 minutes worth of video time in and of itself. So that was the problem all along, because everything is looking all sweetness here. Look at that, man. Look at that. Look at that camera movement. Just look at that camera movement. Probably made somebody barf just now. Okay. I'm just waiting out the minutes, counting the time. And this now let's just test out the outro. To close out this stream. Okay. Let me end it on a good scene here. Let me get to nice scenery here. Maybe for the thumbnail. Here we go. How's this here? Turn around. Maybe for the thumbnail, I'll give it a try. Here we go. There we go. Let's see about let me get a little angled here. There we go. There we go. Snapshot picture. Ah, man. It's gonna be real fun. It's gonna be total fun. Alright, so for those of you watching the recording, thank you for joining me on the record. Anybody who might have been watching on the watching the stream and YouTube wasn't picking up on it, thank you for watching the stream. Hope you got a good glimpse of everything in action. Okay. And so thus ends the night. Ends the stream. Come on, time. Move it. I know, it's like, but you hurry it up already, just log off. Alright. Y'all have a good night and a buenas noches.